Overtime. We recap the Northern Michigan series and give a preview of the Miami series next week. And also we have Charles in Charge and Peter Saul today, right here on Wolf Overtime.
Still ahead on Overtime, Charles in Charge is coming up. Who will he talk about and what will he say? Find out.
Chris Summers, I think.
5, 4, 3.
On last week's show, Charles Clinton made some controversial comments about a particular Michigan player. On this week's Charles in Charge, who will he go after next? A Michigan forward, a Michigan coach, a fan who has been accused of not cheering too hard. We'll find out right now on Charles in Charge.
Watch out, Chris Summers.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I want Charles in charge of me.
With all the hoopla surrounding the team right now, Michigan seems to be in quite an interesting position. They've just tied 3 straight games, 1 to Michigan State and 2 to Northern, and they've just kicked off one of their best defensive players on the team, Kevin Quick. With all this happening, and they're playing Miami, the number 1 ranked team in the country, one would think that this team should focus on everything but what I'm about to talk about. And what I'm about to talk about is, who would Bo be rooting for in this game? Bo Schembechler, the great Michigan coach, played at the University of Miami from 1949 to 1951. He later coached at Miami for 6 seasons before being hired at Michigan and turning the program from being very despondent to becoming a national powerhouse. Bo Schembechler is generally regarded as a defensive guru and would probably appreciate Jeff Zatkoff in goal. Of course, I can't say that he was much of a hockey fan, but I'm pretty sure he would appreciate a very good goalie like Jeff Zatkoff. Jeff Zatkoff is one of the greatest goalies in the NCAA right now, certainly the best in the CCHA as far as goals against average. Now, in other ways, Schembechler would also be skewed towards Michigan. He would probably like Michigan's defensive front with Scooter Vaughn and Tristan Llewellyn and Chris Summers, but I think he would also be very distraught at what's going on with Kevin Quick. Getting into that matter, I don't know what happened with Kevin Quick. I'm not 100% sure it would be a good idea to get into what happened with Kevin Quick. I've heard a lot of rumors. I've heard drugs, bad grades, various other things. But I'm not sure what would happen. I think that what is clear from this, though, is that the loss of Kevin Quick is absolutely devastating to this team. Kevin Quick functions like what a sweeper in soccer would be. He basically just hangs back there and makes sure Billy Sauer doesn't see the puck get to him. Well, that came out wrong. He makes sure that Billy Sauer doesn't have to make the save, because he's always back there blocking the shot. He was kind of rotating this with Scooter Vaughn, and both of them were doing a very good job. But Scooter Vaughn is slightly less trained at doing this. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he also is... I don't think he was nearly as good as, say, Kevin Quick. And none of the other defensemen are trained at this in any way. It's certainly not Mark Matera or Tristan Llewellyn, and definitely not Chris Summers. All of those guys play the point, and that's their primary job, is just to keep the puck at the point and get the puck to Kevin Porter or Chad Kolarek or somebody. However, I think that it is crucial that the team regroup from this, and if they can get at least 2 points out of Miami, I think they will be in control of their destiny.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I want Charles in charge of me.
compelling, and rich.